Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Master Books podcast. Today I'm talking to Summer King, and she is the manager of masterbooksacademy.com. We are going to talk all things online e-courses, and I look forward to giving away a course. So stay tuned and find out how to win one.
You're invited to the Masterbooks Pro Bible Science Summit, a free online event on Thursday, March the 16th. Welcome to the Masterbooks podcast, where we bring you conversations that will strengthen your biblical worldview and the faith of your family. I'm Jennifer White, publicist at Masterbooks, a division of New Leaf Publishing Group. As host of this show, I'll be opening the doors to the Masterbooks family library of books, authors, and curriculum. For over 45 years, our company has been about one thing: ink on paper to touch eternity. In a world increasingly at war with God, we are publishing to partner with you to disciple your family, the church, and the nations.
All right. So welcome to the podcast. Thanks for being here, Summer.
Thanks so much for having me, Jen. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. And thank you for all the hard work you've been doing behind the scenes for masterbooksacademy.com.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I so enjoy running the site and making it available for customers and families, and just all of the great opportunities that are available through Masterbooks Academy.
Absolutely. So you're a homeschool mom and a homeschool graduate, right?
That's correct. Yes. So I had a little bit of a mixture with my background in education, because I did attend some public schools and Department of Defense schools growing up. But then in middle school, we decided to homeschool. And
Okay.
so I finished out my educational career myself, as a high school graduate, a homeschool graduate. And then my family and I, we have been homeschooling our kids for, this is our 9th year, which is hard to
Oh,
believe. But
wow.
yeah.
That's awesome. Well, so masterbooksacademy.com, that's our portal for online learning. We've been doing curriculum since 2012, but now we have this portal where you can go in and have someone else teach your child or supplement what they are learning at the masterbooksacademy.com. So, but before we get into the details of that, I want to tell everybody that we are giving away a course. So
Mhm.
we want you to comment in the Facebook group, the Moms of Masterbooks Facebook group, or the Masterbooks app. Tell us which course you would love to have for you and your family. And then we will choose one person in each platform to give away a course to. So good luck to you on that. Don't forget to comment. All right. So before we get you to tell us all about the most popular courses on the site, I would love for you, Summer, to share what the questions are that people ask the most, so that everybody who's listening can already relax and know the details that are niggling in their brain. Like, I wonder what happens. I wonder about this, that's, and this. So we want to get that out of the way so we can talk about the courses.
Sure, absolutely. So I think some of the most pressing questions we get the most are, how long will they have access to the course and when
Mhm.
access begins? And that access does begin as soon as you purchase the course, and it's available for 18 months. It's a little bit longer, obviously, than kind of the industry standard, because we understand that life happens and that families need flexibility, and that sometimes curriculum doesn't always get finished in that regular academic school year. And so
Mhm.
we extend that out, and give families 18 months to access the site.
That's really generous.
Yeah, it's definitely something that we're really proud of, and
Mhm.
something that we have no plans to change,
Good.
as well as the very affordable pricing that
Mhm.
we have on the site. I know a lot of people will see the discounts, but it's sort of like the same with masterbooks.com, where buying directly from us, that's a set price that is not expected to change as well.
Okay.
And then another thing is, can more than one student share a course? Yes, absolutely. You don't have to purchase an individual course multiple times. You can,
Mhm.
just like with our curriculum, it's all the copyright covers everyone in your household, which is great for siblings that are using it, or even for family study or things like that. So
Mhm.
if siblings want to take turns with the course, that's absolutely something that is easy enough to do with masterbooks.com or Masterbooks
That's
Academy.
Yeah, that's super generous as well, because you could be out there on some other portal paying for every child to go through it and have a very limited amount of time. I love that Master Books has been so generous.
Yeah, it's something that, again, being homeschoolers ourselves, we're very
Mhm.
aware, especially in these times, what finances are like for families, and we're genuinely not trying to add to that burden. We're
Right.
definitely trying to come alongside them in that way.
Absolutely. Removing the friction points and affordability is definitely one of those.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. So tell us of all the courses out there on masterbooksacademy.com, what are the most popular courses for students?
There are so many, honestly. But for younger elementary, I would say elementary zoology is by far one of the fan favorites. Brian Young teaches that class and does a
Right.
fantastic job. And so that's a really fun course to take. And then when you get in kind of the upper elementary, middle school, you get into the music classes,
Mm,
the Spanish for families, the logic courses, and principles of mathematics.
right.
Those are all really very popular, top sellers year after year. And then when you move into high school, high school biology is our most taken course, and Brian Young again teaches that one. And then the great thing about our high school science classes is he does the labs with the student right there
Right.
as well.
I've watched some of those labs. Those are so fascinating, and he makes it so fun. He's got some
Yes,
really great, what would you call pyrotechnics? I mean, I've seen
yes.
him do some things with fire, and I'm like, "What just happened?"
Yes, and one of our favorite things, every time I review one of his courses, I always love his dad jokes too. So
Okay.
those are always a hit with students, is finding their
Right.
favorite dad joke in a course.
Well, I love that this gives parents the opportunity to let their child become more independent as they learn, and also gives the parent more time to focus on teaching another child something that they need more attention with. So, tell us a little bit about the courses as far as what are some that are curriculum based and some that are you don't need to purchase a book to go through it.
Yeah, we really have kind of two main types of courses available through Masterbooks Academy.
Mhm,
The first one are the enrichments. So, the students that have the textbooks for things like principles of mathematics or algebra, geometry, or elementary paleontology, or any of those types of courses, there are video lessons that go along with the daily schedule of your student that the teacher just comes alongside. It helps bring in more of that biblical worldview. It brings the content to life. And like you said, it just kind of comes alongside the parent as well, so that they don't feel bearing kind of that total responsibility in teaching all of the material themselves. Um,
right.
and then we also have a category we call electives. And those are what we call standalone courses. So everything you need for that course is included in the Academy price.
Mhm.
So things like our languages and our music classes, the PE classes, things like that are going to have not only any worksheets that you might need, but the daily schedule, as well as all of the video lessons where the teacher really will walk you more through the content kind of in a leading way versus a coming alongside way.
Got it. All right. And so there's sometimes that people will need to print off a PDF, other ways they can just use the PDF on their iPad or tablet.
Yes, there's 2 options available. One is that you can print the course materials, yourself
Mhm.
at home, and some parents choose to do that. They'll print out the entire semester or year's worth of materials. Others, will use the course materials that are loaded into the learning path. So
Mhm.
with each video, you'll also have the files right there. So if students want to use it online, or if, printing the materials is just an extra cost that, is a little bit too much for that point, then you can absolutely see all of the course materials online, and they can be downloaded into like an Adobe Reader or
Mhm.
like an iPad, or like I
Mhm.
have a Remarkable tablet that I use as well. And so
Mhm.
there's a lot of flexibility with those that you don't have to print the materials, and students can still have them and interact with them.
I love that. I love it. There's so many ways to save money and to be practical. There's a picture a while back of a little student working on his guitar lessons, and the mom had the laptop sitting up on a little desk, and he was sitting behind it, and so the course was happening there. And
Mhm.
if you can just take the classes anywhere, so you could be on vacation and be learning. You could be at grandma's house. You can take masterbooksacademy.com courses anywhere you wanted to.
Yep, and some of them make really great flex courses for the summer.
Oh
Some of
yeah.
our electives for sure when parents are, they're not ready for that full-time school, but they also
Mhm.
need something to help fill those days. And so there's
Yeah,
some great options available on the site as well for that.
absolutely. And aren't you the instructor for one of the courses?
I am, yes. So the high school world history course is one that we launched kind of initially with the site. So I'm the instructor for that one.
Great.
Yeah, so
Good deal. We have several moms of master books who are instructors of courses, and we have several courses that the moms of master books take for themselves. Can you tell us a little bit about some of those?
yeah, it's really fun to hear not only families, but moms taking them as well. I know one of the perks of my job, obviously, is getting access to all of the courses. And so
Sure.
when I work through the site, I feel like I've gotten to take, intro to Greek, and I've gotten to take
Yeah.
refresh. I didn't play the guitar, but at least now I understand a lot more about a guitar and
Mhm.
music theory and Spanish and, different sign language, things like that, that
Right.
I don't normally have access to. And so I think that's super fun. That the courses are so flexible that moms that have an interest in an area absolutely can log in and take a course themselves. And we have courses, that are really structured to stand alone, like I said. So it's not something that you would have to buy a textbook for, even. It's something that
Mhm.
you can do at, your own pace on your own schedule. Just if you're curious, revealing arithmetic is another great one too,
Oh, yes.
that a lot of parents take. I know I've used myself helping my kids work through math, and so
Mhm.
Kate does a great job with that one as well.
Right, so that one is specifically for the parent,
Mhm.
not for the child.
Right. Yeah. So, and of course, we're always looking to expand and add more courses. And
Mhm.
so that's something that we're looking towards in the future. The last one I would mention that's really just for kind of our moms of master books, our tribe, right, are our
Yeah.
summits. So
Mhm.
we've done a couple of summits already. And so
Mhm.
they get loaded after the summits are over. I transfer those over to the Master Books Academy site, and those are completely free.
Yes.
So you can log on at any time and see any of our past replays as well. So that's something that I'm really happy about, that the site offers.
Absolutely. I go look for those often, and I love that there is a tab for free. If you just click
Mhm.
on free, you'll find the summits from the last 2 years. And by the way, we're having a summit, a science summit in March, March the 15th and 16th. We want you to mark your calendars. We'll be sending out a registration opportunity for you, but it's going to be fantastic. And we will have some of the masterbooksacademy.com instructors on the summit. So we're looking forward to that. Do you
Mhm.
have any new courses coming out that we wanna know about, like a sneak peek for those who are listening?
All right, I do have some breaking news on a few of them. So
Okay.
we have a high school art class coming,
Mhm.
and we're very excited about that. The
Great.
Let's Talk Science series, Carrie is going to be working through those with her boys to bring Let's
Wow.
Talk Science to Master Books Academy, and we're very excited about that.
Wow.
Debbie Lawrence has already started working on God's design for chemistry and ecology. And
Mhm.
so that one's really exciting to come.
Good.
And then writing strands is also in the works for now. And then we've always got projects that are coming in, but for definite projects that are a go that are going to be coming to the course, to the site, courses that are going to be coming
Mhm.
to the site soon. Those are ones that I'm really excited about seeing in the next few weeks, upcoming months.
That's a great list. I
Mm.
wanna encourage, the people that are listening, the moms that are listening, to check out some of the courses that might make great birthday presents, Valentine's
Mhm.
presents, Easter presents. I'm not sure how people do that, but, um, I'm thinking about the digital photography, I'm thinking about the, sign language course, the music lessons. There's so many things that are just for fun and for enhance your life, those types of courses that would be great gifts for anybody, really.
Mhm. Yeah, absolutely. For yourself and for others.
That's right. So, what is unique about masterbooksacademy.com? So, if there are online learning portals out there, and at Masterbooks, we're definitely unique. We're ink on paper to touch eternity. So, with the courses, what is unique? Why would somebody need to look into masterbooksacademy.com?
Yeah, and that's a great question, and we get that question a lot, and I love to answer it because we are so unique. There
Mhm.
are other options in the market, of course, But our statement, Ink on Paper to Impact Eternity, carries over into Masterbooks Academy. So you're going to find strong biblical worldview. You're going to find strong apologetics, and in a very natural way,
Mhm.
not in a way that feels cumbersome or overbearing at all. Because the Word of God it's sufficient, and so we don't have to make it more than it is, because it is enough in and of itself. And so
Mhm.
that just permeates the site. It permeates every class. If you're taking a music class, you're going to be, just surrounded by the worship music that you're studying, that you're playing, that, you're reading, or as you write your own song. Spanish, you're talking about outreach to people around you. In math, you're talking about the language of God. I mean, it's one of those really, really unique perspectives that Masterbooks just does so well. You're also not going to have to worry that your kids are going to get spammed or that inappropriate ads are going to come up. It's like
Right.
a safe site, it's closed. And so that's not something that you have to be concerned about
Mhm.
either. And then the self-paced model of it. It allows your student to start and stop, to rewatch things. And then, like I said earlier, that you have that extended access for 18
Mhm.
months that makes us unique as well. And so um, I think those are kind of like really my top things that I just love about the site, and what makes it so unique. On top of the fact that not only do we have our core, we have some really cool electives that you're not really, going to find out in the market, like PE.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And they're all done from that biblical worldview perspective. There's
Mhm.
nothing in there that, as a parent is going to cause you concern for your kid to have access to. So,
Right. I just was thinking about One Race, One Blood, and
mhm,
that is an excellent course for your family that you don't have to have an extra book for, I don't think. It's all inclusive, right?
mhm, it sure is.
And then Road Trip for Truth, that's another one that I think it's a great one for families to consider. Talk about worldview and preparing your child to be ready for college, be ready for the worldview that they're going to face when they go to either to college or start their careers.
Yep.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for spending time talking to us about your job, your role, and all the courses at masterbooksacademy.com. So excited about the new ones that are slated to come out
Mhm.
soon. And I want to end this particular podcast with a blessing from Jude, verse 2. And that is that the mercy and the peace and the love of God would be multiplied to you, cascaded over you, and that your whole family would know those things. There would be more awareness of the mercy and the peace and the love of God in your family and in your community because you know that. So
Mhm.
thanks for joining us today. We'll look forward to seeing you back at the podcast next Monday. Bye-bye.
Sounds great. Thanks.
All right.
Sorry.
No, you did great. You did great. Oh.
When you started to say next Monday, I went, "She's not talking to me."
We'll make it work. It's fine.
So sorry.
Don't be sorry. It's all good.
I did so well to that point.
There's no problem. I mean, I can literally just clip it off.
So you can clip it and just do yourself.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my,
all
I'm
good.
so sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm gonna end it again real quick though.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Mm-mm. So we want to invite you back next Monday to our podcast. But remember, you can win one of the courses that we have at masterbooksacademy.com. So just all you have to do is comment and let us know which course you want to take. One person at our Facebook group will win a course, and one person in the Masterbooks app will win as well. We'll see you there. Bye-bye.
Hey, thanks for joining the Masterbooks podcast. This was fun, and we are really glad you were with us. We invite you to check out masterbooks.com. We have a big library of books that will feed the faith of your family. And hey, subscribe to our channel so you won't miss an episode. We'll see you next time.